The Tony Gebhard Show. Music, motivation, and positively obnoxious.
Let's begin.
Hey. Good morning. It's 10 o'clock in Alaska, where we live in our igloos. Our wives and husbands are polar bears and penguins, and all we eat is moose and caribou. I'm becoming a glorified Eskimo as each day passes. It'll be 2 years in March. The longest I've ever made it in Alaska. I've tried living here, man. I don't know. Welcome. Come on in. I'm so stoked. Oh, this is way too cool. TonyGebhard.com. Welcome. I don't really know what to call the show yet. I was thinking the Tony Gebhard Show, but at the same time, I don't know yet. I really don't. So this is a work in progress, and really just trying to find a rhythm that works and something that makes sense. So if you chats, go ahead and throw some chats in there. Let's find some conversation starters, whatever you want to talk about. Nonsense, entertainment, and fun. And as the description goes, I'm growing ever more obnoxious, and I embrace that lifestyle. The only person that has to suffer through it is my fiance. And that's okay. Jonathan Rodriguez says, hello! Salutations, my friend. Welcome to the stream. And I gotta be honest, this stuff has just been pretty cool. If you got an email, send it to Tony@TonyGebhard.com. I will read those on air. And we'll get right into it. So, 2023 is upon us, which is just blowing my mind. It really is. I feel like time has passed so fast for 2022, and I'm really grateful for it. And I'm not here to brag to you, but I am here to share some successes from a lot of hard work. And we'll get into one of the topics that I have for today, which is perseverance and tenacity, and what those two concepts really mean. But all in 1 year, I've managed to get another job, like I need another one, visit 5 states, release 2 albums, and play over 20 shows. And I got to tell you the truth, there are times where I will wake up or before I go to bed and I think, do I deserve any of this? You know, and I without hesitation, I say I do, because I work for this. And I think that is a totem that we should take as individuals. You put in the hard work, you reap the benefits. And it's not for me. It's for my family. It's for my friends. It's for my livelihood, right? So I don't know. I see this constant, right, of people who want to live a successful life, but don't understand what success actually is. You know, that and success in of itself is such a broad term, because it can mean so many different things. Success might be waking up in the morning. Congratulations, you've made that step to success. But where does it grow from there? Because I think we, in some aspects, grow stagnant and want to stay in place for an indeterminate amount of time. Which, I mean, I know some would argue that it's, you know, in a lot of ways, that's the way. That's my life. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. That's fine. But prepare to not see the benefits. Because it's how much you put in is how much you're going to get out. So if you sit there complaining and bitching all day about it, you're not going to get anywhere. It just doesn't, you know, it makes sense. It just makes sense to me. I could be wrong. I could be a fucking idiot. I could be, and I'll embrace that. But nevertheless, the last year was great. I hope yours is as well. What is your New Year's resolutions? Put them in chat. Send me an email, Tony@TonyGebhard.com. I want to know what you are hoping to change. Are you hoping to drop 20 pounds from Christmas and Thanksgiving? Do the keto thing. It's funny because we did keto this year, and it felt good. It really did. The energy levels feel like they go up, right? When you eat more protein. The only thing that was hard to not eat was taters. Potatoes and bread. That shit was hard to give up. But I don't know anybody who consistently does keto. I really don't. I don't know anybody who has managed to stay on keto and make it like a lifetime endeavor. Is that even possible? Jonathan says, I want to improve as a person. That's one of my goals. Amen to that. Amen to that, man. And Jonathan, you, my friend, are taking strides. Taking strides, my friend. I think you've got a bright future. And that's the thing, right? I don't know. The whole part of it is, what are you good at, right? What are you good at? Find something that you are extremely good at. And if you don't know, you don't know. And that's okay. That's quite all right, Brian. You don't need to know what you're good at right away if you're unsure. And for me, I'm good at being dumb. I'm a musician. I'm this, I'm that, but I'm me, right? Like identity. What does that mean? It makes people happy because I can give, and it makes me happy, right? And it makes my cats happy too, and my dog. It makes people happy. But I don't know, the whole aspect of success in its glory, if you will. It's immeasurable. I don't think there's a definition that truly defines success as a concept, because going back to the beginning, just waking up in the morning might be considered success. Or, on the other side of that, becoming a CEO of a multi-level conglomerate company, so on and so forth. Hang on one second. I recently stopped smoking cigarettes. I've been doing this vaping thing. And definitely much better. I smell better too. Cigarettes, I don't know. One of my New Year's resolutions, just quit nicotine altogether. Nicotine is a pain in the ass, but keeps me through these cold ass winters. Because it gets cold. Oh, you know what? Let me do something. Open hotspot settings. I'm going to connect to my mobile hotspot. No wonder my internet is having issues. Let's see. Please hold. This should get better in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. This should be much better. There we go. That should be much better. Fantastic. Anyways, I gotta say, like, the whole aspect of success is, if you feel like you're successful in your own lane, just like I am with mine, then congratulations. I support you 100%. But if you're not, and you don't feel like you're successful and you're not doing anything about it, then stop being lazy. Right? It took 2 years of intensive therapy and getting my ass kicked by mentors to put me in this mindset. And, I'm not saying become a workaholic, but in some ways, like, where does things change? Because if we're not focusing on change, then, life is meant to expand. I believe life is meant to expand, and it's meant to ultimately add on to itself. You want to feel good about yourself, right? I do. I want to feel good about myself. I know my fiance does, and I know the people that I work with do. And by the way, if you're not subscribed, youtube.com/MRJT1020, twitch.tv/TGeb96, and go ahead and follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/TonyGeb23. I'll be doing a New Year's Eve stream later today. Well, this evening for you East Coasters, 5 p.m. Alaska time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be playing some games to bring in the new year. It'll be fun. I'll be giving away free stuff. Tony@TonyGepard.com. Send an email. So, back to what I was saying. But 2023, my goal, right? Pay off the rest of these credit cards and find new games to play. Just find different ways of giving back to people. Because it's people that really matter. I don't do this for... 90% of the time I don't do this for my benefit. It's all really just giving people something to make them smile. Or cringe, if you will. Like, for example, about 3 weeks ago, Natalia comes into the studio and we were talking about dinner time and things of that nature. And she finds a potato chip on the floor. And I said, oh, must have been when I had that Alaska Potato Company bag of chips. I was doing some editing and must have dropped one or something. And I said, can I see it? And of course, my instinct is to eat it. It's just a chip. That's all it is. Nothing else, nothing, 3-second rule. More like maybe 4-day rule. I don't know. That doesn't mean I'm going to eat everything off the floor. I'm a sick motherfucker. But not like the kind of sick motherfucker that, goes and does something nasty. But I don't know. Jonathan says, there we go. That was funny. LOL. LOL. Welcome back, Jonathan. But I don't know. That's my introduction, I guess, if you will, to really bringing in the new year, because I want it to be special. I want it to be fun, and we don't even have New Year's Eve plans. We're old. We're in our mid to late 20s now. I say that, at the end of the day, we're youthful, but we just got back from California, went out to Long Beach to see her folks. We had a good time. Went shopping a little bit. And that mall in Long Beach is fucking insane. I asked my mother-in-law, it's like, Evil Chocolate Cookie says, quack, quack. Quack, quack to you. What the duck? And we went to this mall, and I asked my mother-in-law, I said, is this busy to you? They said, no, this is not busy. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is fucking nuts. Of course, what do you expect from Los Angeles, right? It was ridiculously busy. Way more people than I ever wanted to be around. Shit. But, nevertheless, we had fun. We went to the Griffith Observatory. Got pictures with the Hollywood sign in the background. And had a chance to meet a shit ton of people. Get some cool photos of LA. My friend Blake, who's down in Oceanside, he came up to visit for about 6 or 7 hours, and we all went out to Koreatown, stopped and grabbed some sushi and some boba, which I had never had before. It's like these I almost said tobacco. Jesus Christ. tapioca balls that you put into like a smoothie, essentially. Evil Chocolate Cookie says, I've been having fun this weekend, and I've been trying to get rid of a stalker. What the fuck? Who is he? Where does they live? I will actually, I'm not going to say that over stream. Tell him to fuck off. Tell him to get out of here. Wise ass. Tell him that you know a guy. I love The Sopranos, man. That's such a good show. I'm at season 4 right now. And I got to pick it back up. I stopped watching it about 2-3 months ago. I got to pick it back up. It's funny. It's very funny. What are you guys watching these days? What shows are you into? But Los Angeles was nice. It was nice. The weather was freaking amazing. Sunny and 75 on Christmas. What the fuck? I'm not used to that. I'm from Michigan. It's cold. It's corn. Do. I don't know why, but that never leaves my mind. Any of you seen that? Of course, everybody's seen the kid on TikTok, but it's funny. Evil Chocolate Cookie says, I haven't been watching much, but I decided to rewatch Stranger Things. You know, I want to do the same thing. And that is such a good show. I have not seen anything past season 2, though. So do not spoil it for me. That is how lame I am. I've watched the first 2 seasons back when they first came out in 2017. 2018, around then. And I haven't seen any of them afterwards. It's a very good show. It's a very good show. Stand by. I'm going to get some coffee. Drink my coffee. Jonathan says, you have so many subscribers. It is sad, but you only have 2 people. I know! Nobody loves me! No. I think it's just building momentum and doing the whole internet points thing. So, and that's kind of what I've learned. The internet's fucking weird. Like, it used to be super easy to reach people with an algorithm. All you had to do is press share, and then boom, 1,000 people see it. But nowadays, it's money. The internet is Mr. Krabs. Money. You have to pay for it now, which is ridiculous. It's like, I have 7,000 followers on Instagram, yet when I post something, only like 500 people see it. Like, what the fuck? Come on. Evil Chocolate Cookie says, we'll get you caught up. If you have Netflix, it's not, if you don't have Netflix, it's on the audio vault. I do have Netflix. Yeah, we have it here. It's a matter of time. I think I just got to get and the Blinded Sanity says, Happy New Year. Hope you're having a great day. I'm curious, how did you learn how to play guitar? And did you have to sacrifice anything to get that skill? That's a good question. And welcome to the stream. I started learning guitar when I was 9, and I just lost my vision. And I wouldn't say I had to sacrifice anything. I mean, when I lost my vision, that came with a sacrifice, of course. I mean, I think a lot of us who are low vision or blind know that life. But a lot of time and patience as a child, and being that I had low vision before that, I mainly just played video games or skateboarded or played piano or did this, did that. I was just a crazy kid. But when I got my first guitar, it was a black and white Stratocaster with a little 10-watt crate amp. And I just had a lot of time on my hands, spent all of it in the basement, listening to music. That was kind of my thing. Like, everyone has their own way of learning. Mine was listening by ear. So, growing up, I listened to Pantera, Metallica, Disturbed. Oh, it's Mark Pulst. Man, Happy New Year's to you as well. Talk a long time no see. Mark, he's a hell of a drummer. This guy is incredible. Oh my gosh. I think the last time I saw Mark, I saw you when I was 14 or 15. Has it really been that long? It's like 11 years ago. Wow. We're all getting old. Yeah, I used to play guitar for a youth band in Hudsonville, Michigan. I think it was Hudsonville. I don't remember what. Yeah, it was. I think it was Hudsonville. And he was the drummer for that. We had a lot of fun. It was good times. But, for guitar, right, it was all about just having patience. Being patient. Yeah. Mark says, it's been a long time, brother. That is hilarious. Yes, it has been a long time. Okay. Yeah, I figured it was Hudsonville. I thought it was Jenison for a sec, but I forgot. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you stick around for a little while. Please subscribe and keep up with the channels. Love to grow this community and bring people together. That's what it's all about. Do you got New Year's plans, Mark? What are your plans for New Year's? And that goes for anybody else. But to finish that statement for you, Blind Insanity, yeah, really just being patient. You have to be patient with yourself when you're learning a musical instrument. That's for sure. Because if you set too many high expectations from the get-go, you'll let yourself down, and that's not fair. I got a friend who is learning piano right now, and they want to do these complex chord groups and crazy finger actions. But the thing is, you don't have the fundamentals, like muscle memory, for example. That's a big one. Communicating between each hand, doing this, doing that. It sounds like a lot up front, but you learn it over time. Being with music is like having a relationship. You have to be patient. You have to love, respect, be kind. It takes a while. It really does. But do you play music, Blind Insanity? I have to ask, since you asked the question. I want to know. Do you? The Evil Chocolate Cookie says, fighting with SSL is fun. Okay. SSL. When I hear SSL, I think of the plugin, the plugin SSL. Is that what you're referring to? Or are you talking about something totally different? I need to know the answer to that, because I'm lost. You got me. I feel like I'm standing in Jupiter right now, just floating in gas. I don't know. Oh my God, what else? Twitter's been weird lately, guys. I don't know. I'm trying to reinvent the whole brand thing, and what does everybody think of Elon Musk? Because before he acquired Twitter for $44 billion, I think he had a sense. I mean, he's crazy, right? He's got his own thing. Okay, here we go. The Evil Chocolate Cookie says, the thing that helps make a website secure. Oh, okay. Yes, okay, I gotcha. SSL for websites. Got it. Yeah, that sounds troublesome. I can only imagine that causes, see, you guys are the geeks here. I don't have the mental capacity, the good kind of geeks. People go to you for troubleshooting when it comes to programming and coding. I'm an idiot when it comes to that. When I think of Python, I think of a fucking snake. Not the programming language. Like, it's nuts. You are. Jonathan is super smart. Blind Insanity says, I don't. Let's see. Holy cow. Hold on here. Blind. The Evil Chocolate Cookie says that some people have more money than brains. Yes, that is very true. And Jonathan is very smart. I know him very well. Amazing dude. And Blind Insanity says that I don't particularly play music, but I've been interested. And hold on, I got to reread that. Hang on. My friend wants to possibly start a band. Oh, that's so cool. I hope they do. Starting a band is one of the coolest things ever. I still have the tattoo of I Among Giants. Actually, my band from high school. Starting a band is a lot of fun. I'm sure they will have a blast. And it's super cool that someone has offered to teach you. Ah, that's so rad. I hope that goes well. Feel free to reach out to me. Be willing to show you a trick or two. And who knows? I'm an idiot. Like I know enough. You know, I know enough to make a good sounding record. But hey, it's all about having fun. That's right. It's all about having fun. At the end of the day. All at the end of the day. So I got to ask a question to all of you, because you're here because you want to support me and support this. I'm thinking about starting a community, and I'm wondering if you want to be a part of that. You know, really the mission of why I'm doing what I'm doing is to influence and motivate people. Because I want people to realize that they have potential and that they can change into being the best version of themselves that they can be. I'm not here to gloat in front of you or show you some shiny new car. I don't give a fuck about that. What I care about is making people understand their most pure version of themselves. Because that's our life. So if you are interested in that idea, or you think it's a terrible idea, like, oh, fuck this guy, then say so. But I want to know, just a little bit of feedback, if you'd be interested in that. And I've got some ideas. Evil Chocolate Cookie says, sounds awesome. Cool. Glad you think so. I do have some really great ideas for 2023, though. I do. I'll share a couple of them. I'm not going to share them all because, you know, I got to keep them secret. I mean, you know, it wouldn't be a surprise. So if you've been following the game streams, I'm not going to talk about that much here because that's not what this is about. But every Friday, I'm going to do a new game that I've never played before, or a game that I've never streamed. So, Jonathan has thrown me some ideas. Evil Chocolate Cookie, if you have ideas, throw them my way. And then same with you, Blind Insanity, if you're still here, man. Throw me some ideas. I've got Blind Drive. I'm excited to try that. I've seen a few people play that. A Hero's Call, which I like. I love A Hero's Call. I used to play that religiously back in the day. 2017, that was nonstop. 2018, I played that thing nonstop. I've also got Scramble, my friend who makes that. Super cool. Mark Paul says, working. So, with that in mind, you know, I feel like another thing that I really want to try doing is bringing people more together, in the sense. Mark says he's working 12-hour shifts today and tomorrow. Wow. 12 hours. I mean, I work 9 to 10, and that, like, 12. Good for you. What was I going to say? Once a workaholic, always a workaholic. And I relate to that. Sometimes we work too much, but we do it because it makes us feel good. Evil Chocolate Cookie says you should play Sequence Storm. Ooh, I like the name of that. What's it about? What's the premise? I want to know. Stand by. Coffee and vape. This flavor of vape is like it's like a strawberry ice. Let's see. Entombed, if you can get it working, Blind Insanity says. Holy old school. When I was in 6th grade, this was 2009, I played Entombed. And I just played the demo version of it. It was so much fun. Evil Chocolate Cookie says, racing and rhythm put together. I love that. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Well, if you guys want to send me links, I will check them out. Send me a link. Tony at yeah. Jonathan Rodriguez says it's kind of like Rhythm Rage. Yeah, okay. I've seen Rhythm Rage. That's a fun one. It's cool. Very cool. Mark says, have a great year, Tony. I will check in with you in the year. Yes, sir. You as well. And thanks again for stopping by. You are appreciated and loved, my friend. And it's super nice to see you again. Mark was like a mentor to me back in the day. He's such a great guy. We used to bond over Seven Dust, the band. Oh my God. It was so cool. You might not be seeing his chats, Jonathan, because he is chatting to me probably from Facebook. Not everyone's going to see each other's chats. I got this restream chat thing working, and I'm so grateful. Oh my God. I was losing my mind for weeks trying to go from game to chat, game to chat, game to chat. And ever since I got this restream thing, it's been doing me some justice. Do you guys want to hear a new song? I posted a video not too long ago of me mixing one. I think some of you have already heard it, but are you guys interested in hearing a demo of a new song that I've got going? Go ahead and chat. Oh, okay. Evil Chocolate Cookie says you can have chats relay themselves. That is so cool. Okay. Blind Insanity says, do you have a release date for your next record yet? No, not yet. But I do have a name for the record. The album's called Savage. It's going to be a little heavier than Guided, for sure. And I've got one song from it out right now on YouTube called Shadow. You can check that out. Music's been weird lately because I've been wanting to try new things and mess around with different genres, and I have a couple of songs that go into like acoustapop, like Ed Sheeran style stuff, and then like 90s alternative, country even. I've been thinking about doing a cover of a Billie Eilish song too, because I like her. Admittedly, I do. I will take all the flack for it. Make fun of me. Give me your best shot. She's great. She's great. Natalia got me hooked. She got me hooked on Ocean Eyes. I love that song. And Zoe's Vision. Hi, Zoe. Welcome to the stream. Salutations to you. Holy shit, I just whistled. Natalia, I need help. She's like, nope. She's a real fiance. She lets me suffer. That's what a real wife should do. Zoe says, lol. Yes, 100%. But that's my life, man. I don't know. Just gotta have fun. Blinded Sadie says, I heard Shadow. It was good. Thank you. Zoe says, oh, damn. Oh, damn. I don't know. I love Natalia. She's just amazing in every way. You know, we've had the good times, the bad times, the ugly times, but the good times always come out on top. I think that's what a relationship really is at the end of the day. Because after 2019, I didn't think I'd be in a relationship or getting married, you know, but God is good. Just trying to put me in a good position, if you will, you know, and be happy. Blind Master Production says, there I go. What's up? Nasco. He's joined the stream. What is your New Year's Eve plans? What are your New Year's Eve plans, Nasco? He says he was chatting on the wrong room. Oh, no. That's okay. You're here. That's what matters. Welcome. You are here, my friend. You are here. Please hold. You know what's really funny? Blinded Sandy says I have to go for now. All right. My friend, you take care. Blinded Sanity, you take care, my friend, and we'll see you in the next show. Just chat every Saturday. Every Saturday from 2 to 3:30. I might even do it more often. I don't know yet. I work like 40 to 60 hours a week, so I only have so much time to do streams. But I make it work. Twitch.tv/tgeb96. YouTube.com/mrjt1020. Twitter.com/TonyGeb23. And then TonyGebhard.com. Send me an email, Tony@TonyGebhard.com. Send me your best insults, and I will read them on air. I will read them on air. If you can roast me, come on. I always try to have a little bit of fun. We got to learn how to make fun of ourselves, everybody. For example, I used to be a very big guy. I still kind of am. I got some man boobage. It's not necessarily like the worst thing in the world, but they're there, little A cups that I have. And God, when I was younger, I had Corvettes on my chest. I don't know what it was. After I lost my sight, all I wanted to eat. Blind Master Production says, I have posted my Christmas special in 2 parts. That's awesome, man. And my friend Nasco over here, he's got a cool little YouTube channel as well. And like, I think about like, I don't know, just all the things of who we are as people. I think we have to learn we can't take ourselves seriously, right? We have to take what we do seriously. I think there's a fine line between those two things. And I'm still trying to figure that shit out, but if we take ourselves seriously, then we become jaded. We become degraded and lose our luster as people. We have to have fun. We have to have fun. We got to learn how to tie in all aspects of, what does it mean? Like, for example, I'm a big guy. Sometimes I'll make a fat joke or two about myself. I just got to have fun. Nasco says, I let God steer me. He helps me to be creative. Amen to that. Very cool. Zoe says life would be boring without having fun. Ain't that the truth? You got to learn how to just enjoy every moment. Sometimes shit happens and it hits the fan and you're like, what the fuck? And there's a time for grieving, there's a time for brooding, there's a time for being upset. There is, because we have to feel all those things. If we ignore them, then we turn into bitter ass people. Right? Evil chocolate cookie says, I need to make more podcasts this next year. I only made about 4 this year, and my podcast listeners are not liking me. Consistency is key. I've learned this from experience. Consistency. Even if the numbers don't make sense, just be consistent, right? Do it because you want to do it, not because you want, right, the feedback. I just do this because I love it. It's fun. Brings people together, like all of you. You're here, we're having a good time, and we get to interact with each other. And I think that's pretty neat. Let me try something. Please hold while your call is being transferred. Let me try something. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Zoe says, I'm going to try and bring my YouTube channel back up this year. That's excellent. That's excellent. That's excellent. Yeah, always communicate. Just be consistent and, motivate yourself. I think that's the other thing. Let's talk about that for a second. Like, what I've learned over the past 2 months of doing content creation is that no one else is going to do it for me. We can have help, and it's good to have help, especially with people who love you or care. They're going to help. And you got to give them the recognition. Like, for example, Natalia. I did a live stream concert about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago today. And it went so well, but I couldn't have done it without her. Because there was a lot of moving parts with tickets, with managing the stream, comments, so on and so forth. It was hard. And I really appreciate her for doing that. So, like, if you have people in your circle, let's see. Evil Chocolate Cookie says, I've been wanting to make a game show style thing, but I've been lacking the most important part, contestants. Yes. Well, you can use imaginary friends. Here's Tom. Here's Tina. That was dumb. I wish you luck with it. And I think that's it, right? Appreciating the people that are in your circle. Because if we get so lost in the process, right? If we get so lost into the process, we forget about the people that are really important. Natalia is my biggest fan, and I'm hers. And I think that's another thing, right? Like, who's your cheerleader? Who's your friend? Who's your peer? Who's your mentor? Segue. When I was going to therapy intensively about 3 years ago, almost 4, I would go into my therapist's office, and mind you, I walked 2 miles to get there. And then I started taking the bus, would still have to walk a mile. There was different videotapes and different motivational clips that would be playing in my therapist's office. And at first I was like, I don't want to fucking watch these. But then a month later I started watching them, and then I became entranced. My mind started to open up, and I started to really give myself an opportunity to listen, right? Zoe says, Zoe asks if you had to give one piece of advice to someone in your life, what would it be? Be patient, I'd say. Because I used to live my life so, like, on the edge all the time, and to an extent still do, but I never thought about consequences, right? And I think we need to be mindful of the people that we surround ourselves with and the media and things that we consume. I'd probably say would be the best one. But I'm back to this tape. Like, I would eventually get introduced to this one tape that was talking about your 5 biggest core people. The first one is a friend, right? A friend, somebody that you can talk to, laugh with, say, I love you, I appreciate you, you're a great person. And then there's a peer, someone who, could be a friend, of course, but somebody who's your age, who knows what you're doing, who's been around the same situations you have. So you have that level of relatability and empathy. And then there's the professor, someone who can give you the facts, who can help you understand logic, who can provide a level of sanity, right? Then there's the mentor, the person who tells you, hey, you're fucking up. And here's why, because I've been there too, quote unquote. Or they could say, hey, you did a great job. This is amazing. Congratulations. Right? That's a mentor. They may not say you fucked up, but for me, that's how it needed to be. And then last but not least, there's a cheerleader, right? Somebody who says, fuck yeah! Woo! Jonathan, Zoe! Evil chocolate cookie! Woo! Right? Somebody who does that shit. Who's like there to like root you the fuck on because you're awesome. But like, in the midst of all of those, all 5 of those people could be the same person. Like, those are the most important people. And some people might serve multiple roles. Right? Jonathan says, okay, what was that? I'll tell you what it was. It was me! Me! It's Tony! Natalia says, shut up. And I agree. I 100% agree. To bring it back, right? I think there's a lot to be said about just life in general and how we do things. Because if we're not being what's the word? Reflective. If we're not reflecting on what's happened or who's been in our life, I just don't think we're going to naturally change, because change is okay. And actually, one of my favorite quotes of all time is a song lyric. It's from a band called As I Lay Dying, and the song is called The Only Constant is Change. The thing that we cannot control, amend, or prevent from happening. Change. And for a lot of people, it's scary, because it's like, oh no, I like how things are. I don't want it to change. Well, and I think I think a lot of the time we have a misguided understanding of change, because, you still live in the same house, you still eat the same shit, you still pee in the same toilet. Like, nothing's changing like that. But over time, things change. Right? We get new ideas. We have new ideas, new mindsets, new concepts, new games. Zoe says, I appreciate you, man. You should definitely do more of these kinds of streams. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Likewise, I appreciate you as well. And I will. But I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I've made my fair share of mistakes. Definitely no perfect peach. I used to have a bad issue with alcohol. Thankfully, I can still drink and only have one every couple of weeks or even once a month. It's the holidays, so I've made an exception to that. But in general, right? Last time I had a drink was a week ago. Whereas before, I couldn't go a day without it. And it turned me into a horrific person. And that's not the kind of man I want to be. It's not the kind of husband I want to be. It's not the kind of dad I eventually want to be. I think we just have to be mindful of those things. But it's hard because we get caught, We get caught up in the craziness of life. And things eventually, they come to fruition. You either go up or you go down. And, rock bottom is rock bottom. We just, at that point, you go up. It's the only place you got. But, you know what? I know many of us have things that we can be grateful for. Let's go. Gratitude. I encourage everyone's participation with this. So, right now, in the chat, name 3 things that you are grateful for. And I will read them out loud. 3 things that you are grateful for. Go. Right now. And I'll read them out loud and we can share each other's gratitude. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'll tell you mine. My first one is Natalia. My second one is Gunnar Amani says family, friends, and God. Zoe says family, my dog, and my boyfriend. Amen. Love it. I love that. Love that so much. A lot of consistency in here. Family. That's a big one. Grateful for family. I think I already forgot. So Natalia, my music, and this. I'm grateful for this. My work. An opportunity to spend time with you guys. So we got Zoe and Gunnar. Who else? What are you grateful for? John. Oh, there he is. Jonathan says, my girlfriend, family, and friends. Gunnar says, I'm also grateful for a lot of opportunities. Amen. Opportunities give us that chance to grow, to change, to be better, make money, support ourselves, support our families, to live, and really just have perspective. Because I feel like, I have my opinions, as do we all, but if we stick to our opinions too closely for, I don't know. There's a difference in values and morals, right? And beliefs and all those core parts of what makes up somebody's chemistry. But I feel like when we stick to an opinion too long or too harshly and we don't ask questions, and we don't open our minds. I mean, there are certain things that are up to no debate, right? But then there's other things where we have to ask questions. For me, it's like, who am I to judge? Who am I to say someone doesn't deserve to marry someone because of this? Since when was that my freaking business? It's not. It's absolutely not. People deserve to be happy. Let people be themselves. Gunnar Money asks, do I have any New Year's resolutions? I do. A big one is consistency. Playing more shows. Most importantly, getting married. July 30th, 2023. We're getting married out in Long Beach, California. I'm super excited. And just being able to make new music, do this. Eventually maybe turn this into a talk show. I mean, it kind of is already, but do this more, Zoe says, oh, I'm super excited for you both. Thank you. Appreciate that. What about you, Gunner? What is your New Year's resolutions? What are you hoping to change? What are you hoping to gain in your life, my friend? Holy cow. Gunner Money says, let's see. Gunner says, I haven't had much luck with ladies, but I do want to get a Dodge Charger and learn how to play guitar. Fuck yeah, man. Congrats on all that. My friend Wolf Prince says, Sammy, friends like you who helped me to be better than yesterday. And just having life. Zoe says, I have a few that I hope that I can accomplish. I think if we put our minds to it right, we will. I kind of believe in the mindset or the philosophy that says, if we say we're going to do it, then we're going to do it. That's it, right? And sometimes shit happens where you can't. But if we say we're going to do it, then we're going to do it. Do it, as they would say. Because I think it's a mindset thing. If we go into something expecting that we're going to fail at it, then we're going to fail. We got to have some kind of confidence. Confidence is huge. But some people are going to be intimidated by confidence. Wolf Prince says, juice it. He just wanted me to say that. Aha! Gunnar Amani says, a man who says that he can and a man that says that he cannot is correct. That's very true. Do it. Do it. Zoe says I sound like Darth Vader. Well, I'm pretty sure that is from Star Wars. I am not a Star Wars geek, so someone chime in here and correct me. Stand by. And anybody that is wondering, that is not marijuana. I don't smoke weed. It's just a little vape pen. I stopped smoking cigarettes. I mentioned that earlier. I'm really happy about that. Emperor Palpatine, thank you. I knew there was a Star Wars fanatic in here somewhere. Dun, 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 dun. Zoe says, congrats, man. Thank you. Wolf Prince says, proud of you for that. Thank you. Because now you don't have to smell my stinky tobacco. That's what this is really all about. You're not proud of me. You're just glad you don't have to smell it anymore. I'm just kidding. You got me in a Star Wars mood. Let me see. You got me in a Star Wars mood. Johnny says, yeah, ha ha ha. Gunner says, I've had trouble with alcohol, but it flourished through with moderation. Congratulations. Yeah, it's the same way with me. I think moderation is really the biggest catalyst of really self-control. And that's, and it's hard, I think. For a lot of us, everybody has their vices and virtues. Let's put it that way. You know, we've all got something that we're not proud of. We all got something that we are proud of. And it makes us people, right? It's a human thing. You know, we all have something that we want to stop. You don't have to tell me if you're not comfortable, but, think of something that you're not proud of. And then remind yourself, I'm human. Oh my God, it's okay. It's perfectly exceptional to admit that we're vulnerable creatures by design. We are. Gunnar Amani says, I'm not proud who I was, but I am proud of who I am becoming. Amen to that. I don't know you all that well, my friend, but lots of love to you for that. Congratulations. And I think that's the big step, right? We're all broken people, but we're all learning to embrace who we really are, and that's a good thing. And it's all about how we look at ourselves. And I'm silly. Sometimes I'll say, oh, I'm a fucking idiot, and I don't mean that. But again, it comes to not taking yourself seriously, but taking what you do seriously. I think that ties into it. Austin McIntyre, we used to be good friends. Okay. Did you go to Jennison or did you go to Allendale? Because I know your name. I know we've talked once or twice. But I think that's, in a lot of ways, that's what it's all about, is how we present ourselves. Allendale, I graduated in 2017. Okay, so you're 2 grades behind me. Well, it's really good to see you, bro. You're always welcome here. I always encourage you to stay when I do this. And you know what? I think as we navigate through our personal issues, I think we just need to make a point at acknowledging that there's something there and embracing the fact that it's okay. And it's funny, one thing that an old therapist actually shared with me that's a really good exercise is Gunnar says, you too, man, I love to talk about stuff. Amen to that. And one of the things that he shared with me is sometimes having a conversation in the mirror is important. Some people associate that with narcissism or egocentric behavior, but totally different. Totally different. So one of the things that I don't do as much these days because I don't need to. I've definitely gotten better, but I practice it every now and again. Is I give myself affirmations. That part I do a lot. I don't do the mirror thing. But speaking to yourself as though you are speaking to the broken part. So it's another person. Because the voice inside our heads is a lot of the time the antagonizer or the person that wants to say, go fuck yourself, or something like that. Something aggressive and malevolent. And I think comes down to us saying, hey, so-and-so, I love you. It's okay. We're cool. Everything will be all right. And you'd be surprised how good you feel after that. Gunnar Armani says, I am a sexy man. That is my mere affirmation. Well, you know what? Fuck yeah. If you feel like a sexy man, then go for it. You're a sexy man. And I think that's a part of it right there. It's a really big part of it. Okay. Well, we have now reached the time. I don't know if I can do 90 minutes. I've reached 60 minutes now, and I feel like this is good enough. So, I think we're going to end it today. I really appreciate all of you guys. As always, I think you know what? Fine. We'll here. All right. The Tony Gephardt Show. Bada bing, bada boom. Set. Gunnar says I've had trouble to improve my self-worth and my self-love. Is that what you said? Hold on. Let me actually go read that again. I'm trying to improve my self-worth and self-love. Yes. Amen to that. Just keep thinking that way, brother. And I know as each day passes, you will find the most pure version of yourself. Because your worth is much greater than the inner voice wants you to believe. Tony Gephardt Show. It's official. All right. It's a thing. We're doing it. Taylor Arndt says, hello, welcome. We're just finishing up. So, really quick, actually, before we go, Taylor, since you're coming in now, what are your New Year's Eve, or not your New Year's Eve, but your New Year's resolutions, and what are you grateful for? And after that, so we're going to end. We're going to end it. Taylor's actually really smart. She is a smart cookie. WordPress, lots of cool shit. Gunnar says, see you, buddy. All right, my friend. You take care of yourself. It was great having you stop by, and we will see you again next Saturday. Every Saturday from 2 to 3 o'clock Eastern. Tony Gephardt Show. Talking nonsense and motivation. Taylor says, friends and my family, and my business. Taylor's New Year's resolution is to get healthy and grow the business. That's all fantastic. Congratulations on all of that. I know you work hard for what you do. With that being said, this is the Tony Gephardt Show. Pilot episode, too. Holy cow. I'll get this up on Apple Music, or not Apple Music, but Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all that. Work through all that shit. But I'm proud of you guys. Happy that you're here. We will see you next Saturday. Take it easy.